Yo, 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 what is up, future fighters? And we finally have confirmation from Netmarble that we are going to be getting the two final uniforms for the missing members of the Phoenix 5. I'm talking NAMOR and I'm talking MAGIK, which presumably also means we'll be getting MAGIK's potential, which we've already talked about in a previous video. It's already in the game, Sorceress Supreme, to be able to unlock her and get her up to level 70, gear 25. So we have this post here on Netmarble's forum. This is CM Fragment of the Future Fight team. I finally arrived at the airport to go on a mission abroad when suddenly all flights were grounded, but they're not in Hong Kong. I rushed to the control tower to find out what was going on. Upon checking, it seems like a number of unidentified flying objects. I really feel like this is a nod to the Area 51 raids that were supposed to go down on September 21st, are on their way here. And then we have this short video. I'm going to play it once for you guys here. It's pretty cool, even though I think the video render, the city rendering is a bit generic. But this part is very, very cool. And most of all, I have to say, I have to give a huge shout out to the people who do the sound editing, because man, the sound is just so amazing. It's really, really good. The music sounds out of a movie. It's spooky. And if we take a quick look here, I want to show you guys it one more time in full screen this time. You see the 5 members flying in. Of course, we know who they are. This is pretty standard. They transform into the Phoenix, which is very cool. Lots of really cool effects. Then we have this very cool sort of standoff of all of them. So we see the Phoenix in the background. We see, of course, my man Cyclops in the middle. Next to him is Emma Frost. Next to her is Namor, and you can sort of almost make out the spear there, the sort of, or the whatever, the trident. And then you have Big Boy Colossus over here standing tall. And then, of course, next to him with the sword over her shoulder, his sister, MAGIK. So yeah, we're getting the last two uniforms. We pretty much knew this was coming. Not really too much to be surprised about there. But the surprising part is, and I closed it already. But the surprising part is, and we can go over here to check it out. It says September. It says September update sneak peek. So this means that if it's a September update, I mean, if they're referring to the update that already happened in September, i.e. the one that we got on September 10th, that would be kind of weird. So I assume that they're talking that this is going to land in September. And, well, I'm no mathematician, but there's only like 5 days left in September. We're now in the 26th. We only have up until the 30th because it's a short month. It's not a 31 month, 31-day month, a 31st month. So I don't know exactly when we're going to be getting this, but it seems to be very similar to the release method for, you know, Rescue, Bro Thor, and Captain Marvel, as I suspected. My guess may be like really soon. Like I might be already speaking incorrectly, and maybe overnight while I was asleep and this video was already up on YouTube. They have already released the patch notes saying that's going to land today, but my guess would probably be sometime on the weekend or possibly on the Monday. Now, I say sometime over the weekend, but I actually don't think it's going to be over the weekend because just in case anything goes wrong, you want, or Netmarble wants there to be people on hand to actually fix any server errors. So I actually think that they are going to either release it very, very soon, i.e. today or tomorrow, or they're going to wait until Monday, because releasing it on Saturday, releasing it on Sunday means that you either run the risk of having to come in the middle of the weekend when on your day off to fix problems if you patch the game to reveal these in-game things. We know they're already in the game, but you know you release the patch to change them from hidden to unhidden, and then you find out that there's problems and you have to come in on the weekend to fix them, or you leave them until Monday to go and fix them when you're actually back at work. I don't really think they want to do that, so my guess is either ASAP or all the way waiting until Monday. That is interesting, and it's additionally interesting because it means that we may be sort of getting 2 updates in October, because if you take the trajectory of September 10th and you sort of push that out, it seems that we're going to be getting another update around sort of, my guess would be the middle of October, because 1 month is the 8th or the 15th, and then maybe you push that back the 22nd, possibly the 29th. My dream has always been for a Marvel Future Fight Halloween themed update, so we'll see if that's actually in the cards. But in the meantime, we know for absolute certain now that it's not going to be, it seems like it's not going to be a standalone update. It's just going to be a patch for Namor and MAGIK. There may be a couple of extra goodies in that patch. We actually don't know. There's this possibility, we can fingers crossed, for buffs or any sort of changes to possibly, hopefully, at most, at the very least, who need it the most, Emma Frost. and then possibly Cyclops as well. But at the very least, we are going to be getting a uniform for her with the potential, and then Namor with his potential there. Now, with that being said, I just want to remind you guys, Namor is an absolute boss right now. He is, you know, he's inching towards the top 5 best tier 3s in the game, and it's really just his lack of PvP potential or lack of PvP presence that really stops him from being more dominant. And I think most of that has to do with the fact that he's combat type, so he's very, very weak to Jean Grey. But him getting a uniform, and from what I remember and from what people told me of the uniform's effects, it seems pretty PvP oriented. On hit, or when he gets hit, there's like a 35% chance to give him an HP shield. Namor has insanely high base HP. You know, I didn't even build him for PvP. He has 0 HP Uru. He's got a PvE oriented obelisk. He doesn't have HP anywhere except on these ISO 8, and yet he's got 65,000 HP, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, consider the fact that Wolverine has 80,000. That's only 15,000 more, and he's got, you know, 8 6-star HP Urus. He's got 31% HP. I mean, just take 31% HP and multiply it by 65,000, and you'll see that just by switching the obelisks around, you know, right away Namor would have 85,000 HP. So right away, just switching the obelisk, not even thinking about the uniform and the uniform options, which are double HP, and the ISO and the Uru, and possibly even Odin's blessings. You know, you could be pushing your Namor up to Captain America levels of like 100,000 plus HP, because he has that crazy of a stat boost. So yeah, it's definitely possible that with this uniform, Namor is going to be viable for all game modes and not just heavily favored for PvE content. But with that being said, I do want to feature Namor now in one of, I think, his most impressive clears, which is going to be stage 39 of Thanos. And I actually want to do this as well to highlight the I don't want to call it flaw, but highlight the sort of coincidental, unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in with Namor and Wave. Now, I say unfortunate because I don't want Namor to be a hero. I want Namor to be a villain with the Phoenix 5 uniform. It's so nice that they gave us 5 new villains. I really, really like that. Yeah, 3 of them are blast, 2 of them are combat, so it's not really a variety of types. It doesn't matter. That's what I've always said is one of the weak points, is that there's just too many strong heroes in Marvel Future Fight. We need strong villains. But the problem is Wave. Wave's passive. It works now, and this may be the last time that it works if this patch gets delivered overnight, because if you go over to Wave, and I don't even know where this lady is, we're going to have to just organize by speed. I honestly don't have a clue where she is. If you go over to Wave and you check out her passive, of course, applies to hero allies. So part of Wave's buff to Namor is not going to apply anymore to Namor. You're still going to get a really great leadership, 60% attack and 6% all speed. That's amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be about as good as Kitty Pryde's leadership. So you guess you're better off using Kitty Pryde than Wave, because this is going to give 55, which is close to 60, and then it's going to give 6% crit rate, which is going to synergize better with the CTB of Rage compared to Wave's 6% all speed, on top of the fact that you can get all speed from his uniform once he gets it. So yeah, I think what they should do is they should just quick patch in, if they're not already planning to do it for this update, for this little patch. I really encourage Netmarble to just go into the code and just copy Valkyrie's tier 2 passive and paste it onto Wave, because that's basically all that needs to change, because Valkyrie has the exact same tier 2 passive as Wave, except for the fact that it applies to everyone, not just heroes. But check out this damage on a character that does not have a uniform yet, and just sort of extrapolate how much stronger he's going to be when he actually gets that uniform down. And you can consider also the fact that I have other tier 3 characters. I have other characters, you know, who aren't able to do this high of a stage, and they have mythic uniforms as well as their tier 3, as well as CTPs of Rage. And, you know, they have similar setups, but they just don't hit as hard. And then also consider the fact that Namor is hitting this hard without all defense down on his skills. So we didn't really get a good look, or actually, I don't even know if we did get screenshots of his skill effects, if there are skill changes for this uniform. But just imagine there are, check out how fast Wave runs. Check out, but yeah, imagine if, I get so distracted. Imagine if Namor has all defense down on his skills. Now, again, it's obviously just a what-if scenario, but seriously, he hits this hard at stage 39 just based on his buffs, his own stats and his own skill buffs in terms of how much damage they do, and the fact that he has the increased crit rate, which is the same thing that Victorious has, and also I think Sabretooth has the same thing, and maybe one other character has it. I'm not exactly sure, but he hits really hard. I don't know what's going on with the stage, why it's like perpetually underwater. I mean, this is really cool. I don't know if this is like a new feature of Namor. It's actually really hard to see what's going on in the battle, and if he does that purple attack with the ground, I'm actually probably going to die because I can't see what's going on. But okay, there we go. We're not underground anymore. We're not forever underground. I should probably wear. I'm actually kind of nervous. Oh, I think oh, it was the meteors. Okay, well, he got hit, and it doesn't matter because he's just that good. I should probably be wearing headphones. There it is. It's this skill right here that I was scared of dying to. But yeah, he hits so damn hard. I'm not even using anti-venom for the heals because you know, 65,000 base HP with a fully PvE build. He's just that strong. And I just, you know, man, if you're not, I know he's a paywall character, but if you have the opportunity, if you have the chance to build him up, I highly recommend you do not put it off, because Namor, oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not dead. Oh shit, nice. Because Namor is just an absolute monster. But yeah, we're surviving here. It's really not a matter of, whoops, well, I had to kill Wave off, obviously. It's not a matter of finishing the stage or not. It's just a matter of surviving. Ugh. It's just a matter of surviving and not making mistakes. The underwater effects do make it hard to see what's going on, particularly against Thanos, because he has a lot of effects that hit the ground. But we're in a bit of trouble right now. He's got 7,000 HP. It's not a lot. We're gonna cancel his tier 3 skill because I'm just terrified of, you know, taking like surprise damage. And no, okay. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna switch here. Okay, we're gonna do the meteors. Woo! This is supposed to be a Namor showcase, and now it's a don't die showcase. Well, we're gonna get through it because he's got crazy damage. But yeah, okay. Once this is done, once we dodge this, we'll be fine. Whoa, that was really weird targeting. I think we might be able to kill him here, maybe. But let's see if we do enough damage. He's doing the beam attack, which is fine. And the other really nice thing about Namor's tier 3 skill, I mean, there's a lot of things that are nice about it. The damage is great. But the other nice thing is it's an iframe, so Thanos doesn't move. And it also has iframe ignore. So we're starting to see this more on tier 3 skills. I was also really happy to see it on Cyclops' tier 3 skill. It does take away a little bit of the burn of... Get out of the way. It does take away a little bit of the burn of Cyclops' third skill not having iframe ignore itself. But yeah, even with all my mistakes, even with no healing, not only does he survive, but he gets the damage done. Even with all that switching, I still had 40 seconds left. So he can easily, handily clear that with, you know, like I would say a minute 30, possibly 2 minutes to go if you can just really hit all of your attacks and not miss anything, not get interrupted, get that mind control in the first 9 bars from your strikers. So man, you know, it's dicey. We're gonna have to wait and see how much stronger Namor becomes, but he's already really strong. So this is almost like, in a way, it's kind of like Deadpool. He was one of the best characters in the game. He was falling off just a little bit, and then he got a uniform which propelled him right back up to the top. Namor isn't really falling off because he's just so strong and the combat class is just so weak. I mean, he immediately eclipsed Wolverine. He almost eclipsed Captain America and Mr. Fantastic. So he basically rose to the top right away, or you know, neck and neck. And it's just the PvP side that he's lacking. So we'll see if Netmarble is trying to shore up his defenses to make him viable for PvP. It is a bit of a bummer. I stepped back and I realized it. Both of the characters that are getting uniforms and getting attention for this sort of mini update are both paywall, MAGIK and Namor. Of course, you can get super lucky and you can get MAGIK bios from the Danger Room if you were able to rank up and get the plat. I think I think she's available in the platinum box. She might be available from gold as well. Yeah, I think everything above silver. So if you're able to get up to gold, you had a chance. It's not a big chance, but you had a 1 in 16 chance of getting MAGIK X Genes. And I believe if you pulled it, you got enough. I think you get 10 bios, which would be enough to unlock the character. And so for those of you that have her at 1 star, I can't wait to tell you when she gets her uniform if she's worth a mega rank up ticket. We'll have to see how strong she's at tier 1. As far as what she needs, she basically just needs more meta abilities and a bunch more damage. She has enough survivability, believe it or not, already. She's got multiple long iframes, I believe, on 2 and 3, and possibly a little bit on 1. And then she's got good defense with the 5 seconds of invincibility there on 5 to complement and sort of combo into 4, so you can do like a 5 cancel 4 thing. And then she's got damage reduction, super armor. Like, she's got a lot of things going on for her. She has a whopping 35% damage decrease, which is really high. It's higher than Silver Surfer's. And she's got a heal from her mixed magic passive. So she doesn't really need, you know, too many more meta abilities, but she needs like penetration, maybe for PvP, or she'll need, you know, all defense down for PvE, and then just an upgrade, like a doubling or a tripling of her damage, and she'll be right up there, neck and neck for the best sort of tier 2 level 70 blast type characters. We'll see if she can compete with Gambit, who's kind of the comparator to her, since you can pull them both from the Danger Room rewards now. So let me know what you guys think of the sneak peek. It was beautiful. It was lovely graphics at the end, and the music throughout. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Do you want to support me? Hit the bell if you want to continue to support me, and I'd appreciate that. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you later today. Take care.